Hey up everyone, and welcome back to the North for another episode of Wildermyth. Last time we left off, we got close to the end of Chapter 3. This episode, we are going to finally confront Ulstryx and finish this once and for all. But first things first, I thought we would deal with Thorak's opportunity quest, as it were. Just to see a bit more of his background before we finish off this chapter of this, big act, I suppose, of all of these campaigns. Anyway, the geometry of magic. Things in Cloverpass are drunk or sleeping, the last greasy lights wobbling quiet windows, at least mostly quiet. Annoying old alebirds. The merry stumbler scrapes along the back alley, fragments of foamy song following after, fading into the early dew. The night doesn't slosh so easily in every belly. You never brewed convincingly enough. What is it this time? Thorak asks. None of your business. I know what it is. I don't even know what it is. You're sluggish because you're a slug. Exercise is the key. Have to get your blood going, your lugs pumping. That what works for me when I feel pressed on, crowded, suffocating. I don't care what works for... What? What's that face for? Because I just had the perfect idea. There's this mystical order. They live out in seclusion. They're all about training the body to unshackle the mind. I'm sure they teach us one or two tricks, or at least give us a quiet meal. Go on then. So we set out in the morning, much too early. I think it would make sense who we're going to take. So we've got Dr. Avarg and Thorak. Thorak's in a pretty decent spot in terms of levels. Avarg's kind of high but all the way up there. A ranger or a ranged person would be pretty good, so I suppose like Moldaf or Rain. I suppose I'll take Moldaf just in case. The others are actually currently building a bridge to get over here to make it a lot faster, so whilst we're dealing with this opportunity, which is actually right here, so it's quite easy, these guys can go and continue to scout. So if I get these guys to scout now, who are the rest of them, we're all doing everything in tandem. Nice and easy. Well, there is another calamity card in 8 days. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. Over generations, a modest compound has grown near Elikahenge. Some folks have come here to gain wisdom and strength, while others grew up inside its protection. It's a place of relative seclusion, inhabited by an order of knights focused on peacefully honing their bodies and minds to work in concert. Well, we don't want to disturb you. Moment to moment, the sun's not the same. The world is cast new in each blade of light. Oh, you mean the daylights? Do I? Surely I could mean any flame, any beam out of the sky. Fire and light are manifestations of chaos. It is from the glow and shadow of chaos that all understanding cascades onto our senses, or misses us entirely. Okay. Yeah. Want some nut bread? Questionable. What is the nut bread? Without another word, he turns and leads him down a hill path, darkened and dappled by the sun-threaded cloud cover, into a sparsely treed field, rolling green-strewn land marked by low, gentle walls. There it is, a nice nut loaf. Post-nut loaf clarity? No. Hey listen, Thorak, here, convinced me we were going to do some kind of... Well, there's apparently a group of philosopher knights making their home around here. Is that you? You mean a warless order? Yeah? That is us. You want training then, I see. The wise seeker doesn't ask for bread, but for the skill of baking. You really think you're worthy to train with an ancient order of still quite youthful-looking knights? Youthful-looking? I assume that means you're not youthful. Yes? Yeah. Alright, it always works best with the worthy ones. Well then, pleased to meet you. I'm Tuk Tallow. Bringing the thought self and the meat self together begins with your name, but it's only the beginning. Together, we'll make the metaphysical much less meta and a lot more physical. The writing's quite funny in this one. I quite like who wrote this. Oh, it's the main guy. Good. Over the next week, they train, eat, and sleep on a schedule. Tuk's style is... grueling and relentless, exploratory and unsteady. Well... Avarg is more of a magic base, so I guess I'll go accuracy and potency. It's a week full of experimental astrologies, prolonged discomfort, and a recalibration of sense and reflex. Sunset approaches on their final day of training. Tuk leads them into the closest of nearby woods. The resinous air sparkles, he halts. Exertion is that way by which body and mind are exhausted, but from exhaustion springs growth. Exerting mind and body together, we access the geometry inside ourselves. Geometry? When you say that, the shape you make, your spirit, meat, and bones. Questionable, he keeps calling it meat. Secret cannibal man. Didn't you know that's the basis for magic? It's not an ethereal energy. It's present in the alignment of every physical thing. You can channel and direct it if you're conscious and practiced enough. Sensing and manipulating that geometry makes you powerful. Well, but what about biceps? They're meaningless now? Are you kidding? Biceps definitely matter. Oh, you don't seem too worried about the random encounter. Out of a sudden shadowy knot of smoke comes an ambush. Okay, so Avag and Thorak gain from it. Range accuracy, melee accuracy, and potency. That's pretty decent, say that they technically do both, because Thorak does the fire move, which is, I think, ranged. Great! I would call that worth it. Wait, there's only 2 of them? That doesn't really seem that worrying. Okay, well, I guess I won't, you know, underestimate them. But I'm not particularly worried. Merely because she just stunted and killed him instantly. Wow, I was expecting this to be a little bit harder. Maybe there's more down the road. Maybe I should expect something else. It's a start. God, you can move far. Look how far you can move. Maybe not through the fire. And honestly, just stare at him. He won't be coming this way. Right. Well, grasp him. Oh, he dodged a 90%. Well then. Okay, apparently you can hit from here. I imagine it's cone of fire, right? Yeah, and it's stunted fire. And he's going to get hurt by the fire damage down the road. Can you still stare at him? God, yeah, don't come near the doctor. So he's going to burn and run away. God, that stare move is OP. There we go, done it. There's only 2 enemies. Any more? No? Was that it? I mean, I'll take the extra experience, but I don't know if it was worth that much. Ah! Well, that's good. I don't know if it's better in many ways. No. So it puts up the armor for Ulf, but he does lose a lot of, like, stunt and dodge chance, which we want him to dodge so he can riposte. Thorak, it's the exact same. And I want to keep the Brawl Guard for Shauna. So I'm probably just going to salvage it. Honestly. We can upgrade our stuff before the Ulstryx fight. I think that's probably a good idea. Where did they come from? Were we betrayed? No. That was just Nenlo and Rinvi. Stand up, you rascals. The ostensibly dead cultists rise sheepishly to their feet and tug off their disguises. Take it seriously. Hi, fellas. This cool lady's Nenlo and that ploppy, humorless ogre is Rinvi. That's not very nice. Think of it as a final test, an easy one perhaps, given your abilities, but one you certainly passed. I guess we'll go back to our knightly philosophizing. I prefer to think of it as philosophical knighting. Ugh. Wait, what? Oh, right, he was faking. Right, okay, I thought he just died out of nowhere. Am I right? Oh, I'm glad they're gone. But anyway, what was I saying about enlightenment? Oh yes, surpassing our limits always tends to take a refiguring. We're redrawing the lines inside ourselves. If we do it with carefulness and wisdom, the new shapes inside us grow more aligned. To the geometry of magic, the geometry of all things. We leave the woods, a small silent procession. Bidding their instructor farewell, they embark on a journey across the night. They will walk long enough for all the stars to sprouted. It makes a little sense to me. When you're by yourself breathing clear-headed, when you close your eyes, shapes do form. Anyway, we've got some good exercise in. There's always been that place inside, from which I reach out. And I wish the invisible arms of the world can reach me. But to think of it as something physical, I don't know. Mist takes form, but they keep marching, to the verge of dawn. Surprised, I guess, but glad you dragged me off my drinking stool. So return the favour, and drag me back to it. Ha! Back to drinking. Alright, well, Thorak is now a Silverhorn Warrior, and he gets a +10 to retirement age. Fabulous! Let's see what we can give him. So 2 armor and 1 warding would just be a general good upgrade. Zealous Sleep is pretty crazy. Reaction strikes per turn increase from 2 to 4? He has 4 reaction strikes. I mean, I think 2's already pretty good, so I think that's okay. I think I'd rather give him something else. Zealous Sleep would give him some serious movement. Like, serious movement. And a swift action Thorak engages a third force and it to attack him. Thorak must stay in range and he gets plus armor. I think I'm going to go Zealous Sleep or engage. You know, for the fun of it, I'm going to give him Zealous Sleep. Jump in, burn them, jump out. He's going to be like Johnny Storm. Okay. So whilst they're up there, Where is... Oh, it's Flax and Lorna's. Can we still craft even though it's like underwater? I think we can. So they're currently scouting, so I don't want to go too crazy. I've got 3 LP. I don't really have a lot to work with. I don't think there's really... I could use all the points, but I kind of want to use it for the next Calamity cards. Even though I doubt it'll make that much of a difference down the road. Who's nearby? Ooh. I mean, it is a leaf one, not a fire one, but down the road it is better. What's yours looking like, buddy? Ho ho ho! Whew. Done. Off you go. The Storm Song. Right, and the rest of you guys, you two can just go head over here. If you can, they'll let you. I guess you could just walk over here anyway. Just walk over the bridge. It's easy enough. Is there only 4 of them there currently? Okay, so at the very least I can... Oh, I just clicked it off, didn't I? I didn't realize you could do that. Okay. Well, Ava, go back to Flax and Lawn with Thorak then. Just kind of keep together. And that's why I kept the LP for the time being. Let's get rid of the Bartov. Can't get rid of Row. That's what it is. When's the next incursion? 118 days? I think we should be kind of there by then. No guarantees, though. There you go. Strength for 7, but with the 5 of you, I believe in you. I believe in you. Let's go. Dreams and Bones. Shauna? A walk, maybe. Can't explain why the wind's purple. The wind's purple. That's normal. But then, there's a lot that can't be it. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, hello. Might be worth entertaining the possibility that this is a dream. The shika sika siskuf. I have no idea what you're saying. Two cold memories floated into Moldaf's head. Fashioned of bones and long hidden. Oh, I thought it was called Dreams and Bones because he himself is a skeleton. Skeleton. But as the figure began to fade, so did the memories. If Moldaf concentrated, he could hold on to one. Oh. Well, I guess we could give one of them... That could be a better spear than the one that Ulf has. And nobody really uses bows, so... I mean... Rain does use a crossbow, but not a... I guess I could give her that instead of the crossbow. Sure, why not? Never thought I'd be the sort of person to follow a hunch from a dream. The memory seemed to take root as he walked, and by the time he reached a hollow tree, he was barely surprised to unearth the old bow. Moldaf! Hey, what's the big idea running off of that tower? And as breakfast was all stressful. I found something. Is it historical? Look at it, this thing's made of history. Probably not the pleasant kind. Bone bow. Well, there you go, it replaces the Grey Song. Way more damage, less accuracy, but the potency's all the way up there. It does bring her charisma down, but hey, that is what it is. It has an unpleasant aura. I'm sure she can manage. Alright, the Bone Bow. Very cool. Ooh, we've got some different... I think they're Morphagi or Morphagi, however you want to pronounce it. It's these bad boys. Haven't really fought them in this campaign yet, so I guess we'll see how that goes. Rain, if you could, go into Silk Step. Moldaf, if you could follow the same. I suppose open the door first. Oh, the butler and the watchman is here, is it? Can you Silk Step in? You can. Look at this thing! Look at the butler! Well, that's probably not great. Okay, oh, buddy. You've already been injured quite a bit in this. It's Guardian up. Arlen, is that good cover? It is good cover. And you can actually interfuse. No, what are you doing? Interfuse with the right weapon, please. The step ladder. And that should do some damage, at least. Oh, wow. Some damage indeed. Look at that. Shauna, you don't have as much... Is that partial cover? Do I just risk it? I guess I could risk it. We are guarding at the end of the day. I don't know if the butler can actually get through the door. He has set off the alarm, though. Ooh, and he will get through the door. But Shauna and Ulf between them will murk him into the ground. A weldling, even. Okay, so that'll do 65. Give me a sec, let me get... There's another watchman there. These are some big boy... Oh god, 46, that's not great. Okay, Ulf. You get in there, stab the watchman. Good. Then could you technically shoot? I was hoping that would be the old flanking opportunity, but it ain't. Is there any? Not really. Arlen, how far do you have to get to be able to... Okay, go there. Interfuse, so what's that? Shackle. And that's Bone Lance. You might be able to Bone Lance through all of them. Well, you can Bone Lance through 2 of them, and one of them is a flanking opportunity, so hell yes. Bone Lance! Look at that. Class act. An absolute class act. Right, that watchman's gone. What do we got? So we've got Shauna, who can't, unfortunately, reach. Although she could Zealous Leap. That could work, actually. Hang on. Oh, you can't... Oh, actually, hang on. You jump there. Stunt and stab it. You'll get your temp health. Moldaf. Can you stand? It won't be... Oh, you know what? It's fine. Let's flank here. Oh, God. What the hell is that? Because she'll stay... Silk Step, so she's going to kill it. Perfect! Done! Not sure if that can actually get through the door. There's something coming through there, and there's a Batchby. Who's knocking on the door? Somalia. Right. Go hidden. To be fair, it probably would have made sense for Ulf to go here. I don't think they can, unless they sidle through sideways, which I guess they could do. I don't think they can get through there. I could also be massively wrong. Hang about. Shauna. Armor up with Ulf here. Guardian up. Arlen, what can you... Can you fire it that way? No, but it might be worth interfusing with something else to try, and you could pin it. It's not really going to do much of damage, and it will be pulling it into the room, so I don't think it's worth doing just yet. That's the only thing I'll say. So I'll keep him there. I'll keep him there. Let's see what happens. Can you get through the door? I don't know if you can. I don't think they can. Well, that's what we like. That is what we like. Okay, Ulf. Disable the old stalwart. Oh, you pop. I mean, I wanted you to hit it so it could flank it, but you killed it. So that's also fine. I'm glad diagonals work. And then if you come here, you can flank and kill it, I imagine. Fabulous. Great. Now, is there anything in there that you can interfuse with? Don't think... If I went there, I could, but that'd be too many turns. So we should steal fire, but can you push it into that room? You can! I'll do that then. You could crit the Batchby, but then you'll be... Well, let's see how much damage you do to it. Will you kill it? Oh, you kill it! In that case, yes, because she'll stay invisible. Except the Watchman will be like, what the hell just happened there? He's going to miss and walk into the fire. How unfortunate for you. It's too far away for the Bone Lance, but you can fire this shit again. And stunt it! And Moldaf, just seal the deal. Is there a... There is a flanking opportunity there. Seal the deal! Great work, squad. Look at that. No level ups, unfortunately, although Moldaf is very close. And we've got the Ember Gown. Now, you've already got the Ember Gown, so you'd lose armor, you get more damage. I kind of like we got one of each though, so I'm just going to salvage it for 1 fabric. And the Earth Shell Necklace, an extra 5 block. Ulf's going to retire at the end of this chapter, so I suppose there's not too much point there. 62 would be solid. I'm going to give it to Thorak. If he's going to be up in front and personal. In my younger days, I envisioned someday fighting alongside my own daughter. Granted, I didn't envision Morthagi factoring in quite so heavily. Probably still worth it. Was that all we had to say? Alright. Okay. Now, if you guys could secure it and see and catalog everything, it's only going to take 19 days. You guys get that sorted out and then come up here. It should all sort of happen around the same time. Perfect. What we got? So we got 3 ingots, and we got a wolf heart sash. Who hasn't... Well, the only person who hasn't got something is Rain, so I guess I give it to Rain. Technically giving it to Ulf would make sense, because Ulf means wolf. But he's already got something, so no worries. And then we will go and scout this out in preparation for the end. Oh boy. Why is it taking you longer to get there? Come on, buddy, speed up, get your better axe. You're not already done? You are going to go craft, aren't you? Yes. Doesn't quite say how long, though. Just says, oh, it's still doing it. Come on. Right. God, you can't have more than 7 people on a tile, so I need to decide who I'm taking into the last fight, because I can only take in 5. Okay. Have we cleared out the whole map? I think we have cleared out the whole map. The rest are just mountains, or ocean, or, you know, now ocean, which is great. At least Rascalmark survived. That was the original starting place, so that's nice that hasn't flooded, although I bet it floods in 10 days. Okay. So, I think I'm going to take the OG3, because it makes sense, and it's fair. And like I said in the last episode, I'm going to take... When we start the next campaign, I will get the newest people from this campaign into it ASAP. So effectively Shauna, because she only came in very recently. Whereas everyone else has sort of had their time. Maybe Avog might get another look at, but Thorak, Ulf, Arlen, Moldaf have sort of been the OG characters. Obviously, we'll probably do legacy campaigns down the line, so they'll show up again, so that'd be pretty cool. But let's get the OG guys in for one last show, eh? So let's get you 3 gathered here. Well, first things first, gather... Why can't I send you to... Why are you two stuck? Why are you idle? Travel group. Yep, I know. I suppose you guys could patrol to make it easier, but it's still like a 6-dayer. A 6-dayer? A 6-strengther, but it shouldn't be too bad. I feel like I'm missing something. He is definitely here, right? Yeah, a likely story. How long is it going to take for you guys to get here? Hopefully less than that time. No, you're going to... going through the water is a slow pace. Okay, well that's going to go off. I've got the LP for it anyway, so not to worry. So, who we're going to do? So what we're doing it with is... Back off for a sec. So, Arlen, Moldaf, Ulf, Thorak, Avog. And then Rain we're probably not really going to see for the rest of the series because she was just the daughter character of Arlen. Very nice that she appeared, and she has been super useful. And Shauna will definitely use more in the next campaign after this, as she hasn't been in this campaign very much. So, let's get into the final fight against Ultrix. Let's go confront this bastard. Just do a quick switcheroo. I would definitely do not want extra armor on the Bogmore, so see you later. Gotta look at all those calamities. Go on, speed up. Here we go. Gorgon Slayers. A hillside cave serves as their final campsite. I always thought I'd die alone, but I'm afraid I'll die among you, Gorgon Slayers. Be sure of your gear, this is the last sleep. We'll be prepared. Ah, yes. Before the end of the last fight of the actual campaign, you just get to upgrade regardless. Silly brain. Silly brain. Okay, so we've definitely got enough to do that by a mile, so there you go. Alan. Level that bad boy up. In terms of Mystic Armor, I'm going to wait and level up everyone else's stuff first and foremost. 5, 3, and 3 is possible. Thorak, you just got your axe leveled up. 7, 1, and 3. That's actually very viable. Ulf, what's yours looking like? 7, 2, and 2. What about your spear? 1, 8, 1. You know what? That's fine. I can do that. Let's go to Snaketail. Oh, actually, let's roll the dice. What's all this bread stuff? Crimson Racebane. Cool. Done. 3-star, 3-star. Well, it'd be rude not to give you a 3-star weapon as well, because everyone else has got one. So now it's just a case of having a look at everyone's armor. Moldaf doesn't have anything but his armor. So I guess I will upgrade that because it seems fair to balance it out a bit. So there we go. How much have we got left? So, yeah, that'll cost too much LP. 2 LP, unfortunate. 2 LP. I needed 1 LP. Oh well, sure you can upgrade the shields. It is what it is. Right, well, this is it. This is the team. Let's do it. Rock and roll time. The Valley of the God Beast, Mo-Atona. We knew we were set up for an unwinnable fight. Even in a relentless rain, it was a beautiful place to die. Thorak, we have a chance, don't we? Not just winning, but surviving. Well, we ate good, we got our rest. Nothing we faced so far could stand up to us, right? Thinking back on all we've come through, doesn't make sense if we lose today, does it? The end of everything. A clear path climbs the hill ahead of them, to whatever waits. Here we go! Adventuring Inc., this is what we were born to do. Let's get to the altar. Ooh, the music's different as well, very cool. So, what's that? Discus, that's Flare, so I can blind them. That's Wild Grasp only for 1 enemy. So I guess I'll go Discus just so I can hit more than 1 enemy. There's a rope, not too worried about that. Ooh, I could basically... You know what? Well, you straight up killed one of them at a 37% chance, and the Bogmore is basically dead, so great start. Thorak, show them how you do. That is how you do. Oh, that is how you do. Look at that. Double kill. These are the sort of things we need to be pulling. Standing in front of the fire, just in case an enemy comes up. Arwen, get behind there and cover. Oh, hello. Well, at least there's a lot of melee enemies, so there's that at least. You, my friend, go into Silk Step. Don't think they're going to be able to reach us, I don't think. Oh, never mind. He says as he rushes through. There's a Geist. Well, that's not ideal. Didn't realize that Rages could just walk through cover like that. Okay, guess I gotta play a little bit more fast and loose than I was planning to begin with. How will Kona fire... Okay, don't fire it yet. You could tinker and actually help up Moldaf. Oh, that's actually quite handy. Kona fire will hit basically all of them. Stand there. Kill that Rager. Interfuse with... What's that? Wild Grasp. Is that just Discus? I'll take Discus. Ooh. I'm surprised you hit 2 at once, honestly. Moldaf, you're a bit stuck, but you could bit scratch him, but... I mean, it's a free move, you might as well. But then you are slightly out of sorts in where you can move. Well, actually, it's not too bad. You can't go into Silk Step, though. So I'm going to move you back slightly for the time being, so then you can go back into Silk Step in a second. Interfuse with the fire. We will Fire Leash and burn that Rager. Get in the sea. Okay. Blocked. Kill it. Suppose I should have expected that, but to be fair, he's alive, so it's fine. They are really all going at Moldath, aren't they? In we go. Store it up as a backup just in case. You have basically killed it in one hit though, so there is that. You gonna be able to kill it? You did, so you will go into Silk Step as far as I remember. Yep, hidden, perfect. Don't know what you can interfuse with currently. Good Fire Leash and kill it instantly, but that will also give you corruption, but I think it's kind of to be expected, honestly. I could do a trick shot and bounce it off that stuff. No, I'll Fire Leash him to kill him. Straight up kill him. And stun him. Pulling out all the stops, that's what I'm talking about. There's no corruption there, so you can stand there and armor up there. I don't think the Gorgon can hit you from that direction, Arlen, so you should be okay there. Too far to discus, but I can interfuse with this bad boy and discus it that way. That's what you're expecting, Gorgon boy. Oh, but the shield actually... Alright, great. Not what I was planning on doing, but he basically did a trick shot where he fired a revolver. He did a revolver ocelot, but with a rock. And I'm all here for it, honestly. I'm all here for it. Interfuse with that tree. Good splinter. You know what? Just do it. Rack his shit. Okay, now it's a case of just walking through the corruption, which shouldn't be too bad. Ulf is stuck, unfortunately, but he should be able to fight through it, because he does have a lot of health. I'm just a little bit concerned about Moldath's health, but if he stays in hidden mode, he should be okay. Yep, that's understandable. I think we might have wiped them out for the time being. Disable that, please. Up you go. I think they all just sort of came at us at once, so we sort of just got the full brunt of it. I mean, I know it's not over yet. I know what's coming. Don't worry. Go and investigate, please. Yeah, it looks safe. Yep, so everything's in a withdrawal. That's fine. Now, I'm not sure if by one person going to Mo-Atona it pulls everyone to it. So just in case I'm playing it safe, I am just going to move everyone up. Because I don't want everyone to get sort of stabbed in the back. You know? Let's be sure. See, that is close enough anyway, so jump on it. Ulf, now's the time. Look at this thing. We really around all this time? Climbing up its slick neck. Ulf unseals Velda's earthenware bottle. Yes, of root beer, if you recall. Just going to pour it on the thing? Don't see a porthole. He douses the petrified head of the god beast Mo-Atona in a spicy, sweet-smelling elixir. It's not working, is it? Oh, well, I guess we're out of time. Ulstryx, he's here. So many of those tumultuous years, I floundered for a reason. But ultimately, I knew why I was there. Ulstryx forced us to become who we became. It was his dream, his design. When the first land was raised from the folds of the sea, two worlds were born out of one. To Ulstryx, a mighty and arrogant Gorgon hero, this was creation's mistake, and he dreamed he'd mend it. Very little has ever been known of the things that scrum and scoil beneath black waves. We know the Gorgons are old. Old. So maybe they aren't easily moved. My vanity hopes we threw him some surprises. But it's possible we were his fools from the very beginning. We unpuzzled the stone and chased that spear of petriglass. We struck a blow, I think, in taking it. But after grubbing plunder of a Gorgon heirloom gave him a story to tell, our species cast as a scrabbling villain. Incited his Gorgon brethren together rose behind him to impute to this gentle god. And the ocean rose while the rain fell and the ice of the world turned to melt. For a while, I'm sure, he believed his dream would replace reality. Rain stops. But it won't. Here he is, big boy himself. And all his mates. Look at him! He's massive! Anyway, I'm not shaming him for it, but he's massive. Okay, Wild Grasp, but Discus. That's a great start. That means they're both are ready for some flanking maneuvering. Stall up, buddy. Get ready. You interfuse with that. You could probably kill at least one of them, I can imagine. 87, 90. We can... Oh boy, that's not good. Okay, but you can kill the Bogmore outright. A little bit worried about sending him in when the Gorgon's right there and he could attack Moldath. So, because I'm really kind of hoping to use him as a Mr. Backstabby person, so, you know. I think you're a bit too far away to Tinker, which is a bit of an issue. Oh, I could have Zealous Leap, didn't think of that. And then tinkered him. Oh yeah, he throws Row. Gorgons for days. And rages. Not a small amount. We just keep coming and we don't stop coming. Okay, good block. Great block. Now. You can kill... Let's see what I can interfuse with, because I'm not actually sure. So, that's Wild Grasp. That's Discus again. That's Discus again. To be fair, I might as well Discus that and finish it off. Oh man, these 90% misses. We can't be doing this. Cannot be doing this. Okay. Cone of Fire. Is there anywhere it'll break? Yes, there. What do we got left? Kill it outright. That means that he will go hidden again. Perfect. Corruption is a Uncle Bad Touch, but it is what it is. We've only got All and Willow left. I don't think smacking him is going to work. Oh, well, that's actually Fire Leash. Will that kill it? It will. Perfect. Okay, we're still in it. A little bit worried about the corruption damage, but I think we'll just have to deal with it. Oh, it has made him unhidden. Shit! You always forget about that. Technicality. Oh, man! The hit is worse than Moldath with Braceful. He struggles to stay up. Oh, that's what I get for attracting attention. No, he has to live... I mean, it would be very... He dies dealing 20 damage. What, to all of them? And Moldath dies plus 3 armor to all. I don't really want him to die, though. But it would be very fitting. You know what? I want to survive. Survive. At least I've got a good reason. Get out of here. Stop throwing them at me! Well, there goes my, God, the Rager movement is crazy! Alright, Tinker up. What can we do here? This isn't looking great. I think as soon as we kill Ulstryx, that's it. But it's also doing that, that's the issue. Can you kill this outright? You can. Nice. That's dead. Interfuse with that. You can only hit one of them. Damn. Oh no, you can hit 2 of them. Right, Cone of Fire. I suppose you can Zealous Leap, but it doesn't go as far as I'd like. Okay, well, Stalwart. Cone of Fire. Ah, all these high percentage block. It bounced off and hit him anyway. Alright, I'll take it. Ulf, buddy. Look how much health. How much health has he got? 30. Oh, man. That's a little concerning, isn't it? Okay. Dead. Animals will keep coming. Yeah, no shit. Stop throwing balls at me! Oh, good dodge. The fact to make an attack as well is quite wild. Seriously, stop throwing balls at me. It's not funny, it's not cool. Champion. Can you punch it? Alright, Alan's just gonna keep beating balls to death with his stick. Not quite how I was setting him up, but it is what it is. Right, Zealous Sleep. Cone of Fire. Burn them. Is there a flanking opportunity in his ass? Alright, Ant-Man. Man, is that it? I need to shred some of that block. Man, in fact, the amount they can walk around and dodge. Stop breaking everything, man. It's not your house to break. Okay, Arlen. At the end of the day, if we do actually end up losing people, then I suppose that's just the way. It's the last fight, I guess. But I don't know. The only reason I sent Moldath away instead of being sacrificial is because I don't know if legacy characters die. I don't know if they can be used again. I've never actually looked into that. I bet they can, and I'm just being dumb, but hey. Just want to play it safe. Right, interfuse and kill that Rager. That's dead. You guys play support. Thorak and all will take on Ulstryx himself. Although, can you reach him? Technically, yes. And he's now lined up and sinker for another flank. Ooh, extra stunt. Come on. He's on his way out. That could have been worse. Come on, Thorak, you can live. You could do it, buddy. Arlen, how's it going? What can you fire leash today? Or can you just infuse with even more fire? Sorry, Mo-Atona, I've accidentally set your entire place aflame. I apologize. Wow, you both dodged. Huh. Well, let's see how you like this. Flame leash. Again. Oh my god. Dr. Epilogue killed Ulstryx. Deals in medicine and death, boys and girls. At the very end, Moldath leveled up, even though he had to cheese it, but he's now a Silverhorn Hunter. Once per turn, Moldath is responded from an action point after a melee kill. I mean, yeah. Yeah! The mighty Ulstryx finally crumpled before us. His reeking corpse twitched still. It was over. Some would say we saved the world. And we did save the ember of it. We cut this red coal of life, held it away from the water, carried it into the next morning, through wreckage, loss, destruction. It would take time for the water to go down, the memories to lose their bites. To rebuild, to heal, and maybe to live new lives someday. But our story was just one of many. Well, that is the end of the first campaign. We won! Only took 2 attempts. Let's forget about the first attempt, shall we? So number of towns 3, safe tiles by the end 22, previous years apiece, final years apiece of 136. Fabulous! I don't know if there's much to go on in terms of what happens at the end with everyone else. I think it does. Finally, an end to the madness. Hey, I'm bored. Wanna go hunt something? I think it's gonna be a case of just waiting for these to go through and see what everyone's on. Don't tell anyone, but I don't know how many more fights I have left in me. I mean, Ulf's getting pretty old, to be fair. I'm not that surprised. Oh, look at a pig! And there's some good flashbacks. That was very fun. I'm really looking forward to the next campaign. We've got a few more people on the list ready to go as well for the next campaign, and I will try and get in Shauna from this one as well. Doctor wondered what had become of Porum, the unlucky cattle farmer. A visit left him pleased to see the farm fully repaired and a new herd of cattle happy in the fields. Oh, that's nice. I felt kind of bad about killing his cows that one time. Arlen gathered as many of the company's stories as he could, and enlisted Rain to illustrate them. You told me you painted, but you didn't tell me you were good. I mean, she's your daughter, you should really know that. Oh wow, look how young they are. Oh, that's adorable. That's a throwback. Oh, that's before he turned into a skeleton man. Wow, how times changed. I think there'll be a few little tidbits to show like how the rest of the characters have spent their lives after the end of Ulstryx's rule. Doctor's dream of his own personal research tower had finally been fulfilled. He kept it well stocked with tomes and scrolls full of formulas. Now you can be a real doctor. You've earned your doctorate. Thorak developed a passion for restoring ruined sites. They may not have quite matched their former glory, but he hoped the former inhabitants wouldn't be too embarrassed. Maybe like the original tower at the start of the game. That'd be quite interesting. All that time ago, the original... well, I suppose the original 4. Technically was the original 3 to begin with, I guess. And just where do you two think you're going? Rain built a lodge that attracted like-minded hunting enthusiasts. Days were spent cracking in the woods, and nights were spent exaggerating what we attract in the woods. That's fair. This whole epilogue song is also very, very nice. It's a very nice end credits feel, like you've just come to the end of an adventure, which we just have. I believe that might be it for this story. But as one story ends, as the game will happily tell us, okay, another one begins. Okay, game, another one begins. These heroes will be added to your legacy. Perfect. Everyone's going to be there. That means when it comes to the next campaign, when it comes to creating new characters, I can bring in people at the same time. Although I will keep most of them out, but like I say, I will bring in Shauna because she wasn't really in this campaign that much. I've got a group already ready to go from the last people who have commented about characters, but if anyone hasn't yet, feel free to let me know in the comments who you want to be. The complete breakdown of what sort of character and all the customization parts as well, I can happily get you in for the next campaign, which will start in the next episode. But if you enjoyed this series so far, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Feel free to check out the rest of the channel. I'm sure there's more than there you'll enjoy. Feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell, so the next time we're going out with maybe not Adventuring Incorporated anymore, maybe Adventuring Incorporated Junior? Who knows? I guess we'll figure out the name at some point. I'm sure we'll be discussing it in the Discord at some point soon. Feel free to join that as well. There is a link in the description below and on my channel as well. But that's going to be ciao for now from me, guys and girls. Ciao for now, Adventuring Incorporated. I'm sure we'll see you again at some point.